Kia ora and welcome to a very special random midweek episode of The Leadership Lounge. The Leadership Lounge is a space where healthcare leaders can get that fresh perspective, a moment of pause, reflection, ideas, inspiration. Because working and leading in healthcare right now, there's some challenges, right? Let's be honest. I'm Katie, I'm your host, and I've worked in healthcare for over 30 years. And despite that, it turns out that planning, which is often one of my superpowers, wasn't last week when I recorded the podcast episode and then said, as I usually do at the end, I'll be talking to you again next week. And then I kind of wrapped it all up, put it all in, sorted it all out. And then I was like, oh no, actually Easter's there. Oh, okay, we're here in the year, are we? That's interesting. Okay then, so I don't really want I do need a bit of a break. Okay. So this random midweek episode is to confess my lack of planning, foresight and looking ahead, and to say we're having a break. We're going to have a couple weeks off the Leadership Lounge, going to kick back for a bit. Not. You know that's not the case. But I'll be back. Leadership Lounge will be back on Monday, the 5th of May. Usually released on the Sunday afternoon in the evening, if you're a Sunday evening kind of listener. But it'll be there for you, ready as you kickstart the 5th of May. And we're like, hello, May. How did that happen? So in response to my sudden, oh my goodness, it's Easter. I really do need to get a better handle. Here's what I did. Because, practical tips, tools, that's what I do, right? And I sat down and I mapped out the next 3 months. I find 3 months is a really practical way of working. And I've been doing that in terms of quarterly planning for different things. But in this last, since clearly recently or the last kind of couple of months, I haven't got into kind of the devil of the detail. And as I've confessed in the past, I don't do a lot of forward planning in terms of what I'm going to be talking about. I'm really kind of responsive and feel in the moment to the conversations that I'm having with people that work and lead in healthcare all the time, so that this content is relevant and useful, not some sort of, devised plan that suits me. I'm here in service of you. So with that in mind, and with being able to build in that flex, I sat down and planned out, okay, what exactly is happening, what's going on, where are the different things, what might be good things to talk about, just to give me a kind of a scaffolding. So it's not this really rigid, I have to stick to this plan sort of idea, but it just allowed me to look beyond the today. And that can be really hard in healthcare, right? Because you're often facing the fires, whether it be firefighting or the crisis of today or the immediate needs or the deadline that's coming up. The ability to just pause, as we all need to do, lean back a little bit and look a little bit further. I'm not talking about making a 5-year or a 10-year plan at this point, because the level of change and uncertainty and adaptability and all of that kind of stuff that is required right now makes those a little bit hard to do. Not invaluable and not out of the question, but let's just get practical and just think, okay, where can I look ahead? So I've got enough traction, I've got enough leeway, I can see where I'm heading, I can see what's coming up, I can make some things. I'm like, if that's coming up, I need to make sure I do that. So that you feel much more in control of the aspects that come up. Nothing's going to be a surprise, like, Easter next week, surprise, like I found myself in. So that's what I did. And I have to say, it really helped. I've stuck a couple of calendar things up on the wall, and so I've got a little bit more visibility on it as well. So I did the kind of hard grafting work about working it through and looking at the details. Then I've made it visible so that it's going to be front of mind every day for me around where I'm at, what's coming up, what I need to be thinking about. So there you go. Random midweek episode to say thank you again so much for listening to the Leadership Lounge. Do click like, follow, share, all of that kind of stuff, because I know there are people out there working in healthcare that struggle along on their own. And wouldn't it be cool if you could send them this, so that we can all feel connected and supported as we're doing this work together. Okay. I'm about to have an Easter pause from the Leadership Lounge. The No Jedi email will continue, however. That usually only has a break at the Christmas period. So if you want to keep hearing from me, which I know you do, of course you do, sign up to the No Jedi email, which has nothing to do with Star Wars, by the way, you can do that at katiequinney.com/subscribe. Or if you click into there and click to freebies, there's a whole load of different cool, useful resources that could be just what you're looking for right now. And if you click on one of those, then you'll also be able to sign up to the regular email that I send out. Okay, I will wrap that up now. Great talking to you again. This nice brief little wrap up to season 3. There is no logic to this season. There's no prescribed number. This is the joy of being in charge. There is no definite, a season has to be X number of episodes long. I get to decide. Isn't that cool, right? Season 3. Thank you so much. Isn't that incredible? Over a year of recording the Leadership Lounge podcasts. Thank you for being with me on this time together. And I look forward to talking to you again after the Easter break. You all take care. See you soon.